Walk like Biden. Looks like me after a leg day workout or several drinks after an overnight party. Yeah, that's all people have been talking about and commenting on the latest update video of the Tesla robot showing its ability to move on uneven terrain, something never done before. Not the speed of the movement, the most interesting thing is the gait of the Tesla bot when going up and down the hill. Now imagine you're going up or down a slippery slope like in Optimus's video. We think our gait will not differ that much from Optimus. Let's hear what Elon and the VP of Optimus Engineering have to say about this new update. Specifically, in the final stage of the year, before the new version of Optimus Gen 3 gets launched next year, there are many features, improvements, and upgrades added to Tesla Bot. At the end of November, Tesla introduced its next-gen hand, completely different from the old hand in terms of design and technology. Optimus demonstrated the ability to catch tennis balls extremely accurately in real time. Continuing the series of better improvements, Tesla recently shared a video on X showing the Optimus robot as it goes up and down a hill covered in mulch. This time, the video emphasizes Optimus's extremely impressive ability to balance and self-regulate. As you can see in the video, this is a steep hill and there's a lot of gravel and rocks on the slope, creating a very slippery surface. We think that even for humans, going up or down such a steep terrain requires a lot of concentration and a lot of force on the feet to avoid falling. In this video, you can see Optimus walking in its usual manner, as people often say, walking like Joe Biden. Its knees are excessively bent, which has drawn laughter from lots of us. But now imagine yourself walking down that slope just like Optimus. We can confidently say that our legs would not stay straight in normal way either. Most of us would walk hunched over like Optimus. Walking in a crouched posture helps lower the body's center of gravity, increasing stability and reducing the risk of slipping and falling. On sloped and often unstable terrain, maintaining balance is crucial. Therefore, we believe Tesla Bot's drunken walk style is actually an advantage, allowing it to keep better balance. In the video, Optimus appears particularly human-like as it speeds up towards the end of the slope to maintain momentum. Humans do the same, and that's why Optimus is the humanoid robot that most closely resembles human behavior. As you can see in the video, Optimus can also slip, but it does not fall. What's even more surprising is Optimus is confirmed to be in a blindfold state, likely meaning that Optimus can't see anything because the cameras which serve as its eyes are no longer working. Therefore, it has to rely entirely on its sensors and neural network. The sensors help Optimus sense the terrain and slope, while the neural network determines the most appropriate way for it to move with each step. So don't underestimate the brain of Tesla Bot. Sharing about Optimus's ability to move on uneven terrain, Elon wrote on X that Optimus can now walk on highly variable ground using neural nets to control its electric limbs. Join Tesla if you want to work on interesting real-world AI systems. Elon also emphasized in another post, "I forgot to mention that Optimus was doing this while blindfolded. We haven't yet made vision part of the control loop for uneven terrain. Optimus robots are regularly cruising around our workplace in Palo Alto where vision is used for static and dynamic object avoidance." Tesla's VP of Optimus Engineering, Milan Kovac, also tweeted the video, noting that Tesla is where real-world AI is happening. These runs are on mulched ground where I've slipped myself before. What's really crazy here is that for these, Optimus is actually blind, keeping its balance without video yet, only other onboard sensors consumed by a neural net running in approximately 2 to 3 milliseconds on its embedded computer. More exciting work happening on adding vision so it can better plan ahead, making the gait look more natural on such rough terrain, making it more responsive to velocity direction commands, learning how to fall to minimize damage when avoidable, and stand back up. Yes, after each new demo showcasing Optimus's capabilities, it continues to improve over time, whether it's 1 month, 5 months, even a year later. One day, we'll suddenly realize just how intelligent it's become. And when Tesla starts selling Optimus in early 2026, the world will likely be in awe, wondering how it could be so intelligent. That's exactly what Elon did with electric vehicles, and now he's pushing the boundaries with robotics. Now, let's touch on Optimus's movement speed. Now, if someone were to ask if Optimus is currently one of the slowest moving humanoid robots, we think it is possible. At just 1 meter per second, or 2.2 miles an hour, Optimus is constantly being compared to Joe Biden. When we watched Optimus move, the Tesla robot took 132 steps in 78 seconds, averaging 1.67 steps a second with a stride length of slightly more than a foot. Compared to competitors that typically reach speeds of 2.5 meters a second, Optimus still has a significant performance gap. The slower movement speed could hurt its competitiveness, especially since most buyers, including us, prioritize a robot with agile movements. This reflects not only the efficiency of the joints and drivetrain, but also the coordination between the sensors and the battery. Okay, so let's talk about Optimus's walking ability. In Tesla's latest update, the robot was seen walking around the 4680 battery plant at the Gigafactory, Texas. Notably, Optimus now walks with greater confidence and can autonomously avoid obstacles and people without any human intervention. This is pretty impressive because it means Optimus can navigate factory environments independently and can potentially adapt to various other settings like indoors, busy streets, or even in crowded stores. This video also shows Optimus creating a video map of its surroundings. You can see here the objects that Optimus is recognizing, similar to how Tesla vehicles observe their surroundings and then handle situations that require interventions to avoid accidents, and this map can be stored and shared with other Optimus robots. This means that when an Optimus robot has explored and analyzed the terrain, the map in an area, the other robots also recognize that area and move very flexibly, collecting data that helps them become smarter without Tesla having to retrain each robot from scratch. Initially, we thought the new version might arrive by the end of this year when Elon Musk revealed on X that the new Optimus design, which will be complete later this year, is something special. This announcement made us very excited about what's to come by the end of the year, especially after the We Robot event in October, where we saw 43 Optimus robots walking around the crowd and performing different tasks. It made us wonder just how much more impressive the next version could be, given how remarkable the current one already is. However, it seems that Elon Musk might have been a bit too optimistic with the announcement, as two major upgrades, design and the next generation hands, don't appear to be ready by the end of this year. As we all know, Tesla recently released a demo video showcasing Optimus's new hands, a completely redesigned feature that enhances its water resistance and integrates more sensors. The new hands fully cover the actuators and some of the wiring, which initially seemed like a sign that the new version might be ready by the end of the year. However, it appears this won't be the case. Milan Kovac and Giuliani Bars, two engineers from the Optimus project, confirmed that Optimus's hands are still being teleoperated in the lab. It seems they'll still need more time to be fully refined before they can operate autonomously. Musk quickly followed up, stating, "Easy move to connect AI vision with arm actuation to catch autonomously. Will be done next quarter. We are just testing the actuation and sensor system here." Based on Elon Musk's recent announcement that the next generation hand will be fully autonomous next quarter, combined with Musk's previous tweet that Optimus is already doing some tasks in the factory and the scope of its ability is increasing rapidly, the toughest part by far is improving the design of Optimus for ease of manufacturing and tooling up a complex supply chain so it can be made in significant numbers. This leads us to believe that both the design and the arm are slowing down to achieve the best efficiency. But clearly, we also have some noticeable differences that can be predicted for the next version of Optimus. If in the future you can purchase Optimus for $20,000, as Elon has repeatedly stated, we recommend taking special care of Optimus's hands. In our opinion, this is the most valuable part of Optimus, and if it encounters any issues, repair costs will not be insignificant. According to Musk, the hands are the most labor-intensive and technically challenging components to develop simply because Optimus's intelligence is not only reflected in its brains, but also in its hands. If Optimus is priced at $20,000, its hands might account for half that value. Recently, the arms of Optimus have been reported to handle special tasks, an unexpected feature. Explore the fascinating detail about Optimus's hands now. Recently, we've seen Optimus equipped with an entirely new hand designed with superior flexibility and precise control capabilities. Most notably, it features water resistance, as the hands are nearly fully covered, extending up to Optimus's forearms. In a demo video showcasing this new generation hand, Optimus moves quickly enough to track a tennis ball thrown toward it and catch it midair. It holds the ball securely and then slowly places it down and catches another one. However, Tesla clarified that in this clip, the robot is being remotely controlled by an operator in the factory. They are merely testing its movement mechanisms and sensors. This process is necessary for training before Optimus can operate autonomously without errors, expected to begin next year. Elon explained that integrating the AI vision system with the hand control capability to catch a ball autonomously would be a simple step and is planned for implementation next quarter. When discussing Optimus's hands, we have emphasized multiple times that you won't find robotic hands with such advanced engineering anywhere else. As you can see, even when Optimus is remotely controlled, it operates with real-time precision to the millisecond without any noticeable delay. Its sensory ability to catch the ball is also pretty remarkable. The previous generation hands with 11 degrees of freedom already demonstrate impressive skill by confidently holding delicate items like eggs. With most other robots, we think the eggs would either crack or get dropped. That's because the majority of other robots have hands with only 5 to 6 degrees of freedom. Most don't even have 5 fingers like Optimus, often featuring just 3 fingers instead, like those on Boston Dynamics' Atlas. Elon Musk mentioned that Optimus is capable of threading a needle, playing the piano, or performing even more challenging tasks with its highly advanced hands, making us think about assigning it daily tasks like peeling and cutting fruits and veggies. Sounds pretty cool, right? But if you think those are the limits of Optimus, you're mistaken. Its arms are set to be utilized for a special feature, restoring physical freedom.
Let's say somebody has lost their arms or legs. We could actually attach an Optimus arm, Optimus legs.
My goodness, we didn't even think this would happen so quickly, especially since Optimus hasn't gotten officially released yet. Previously, we recall Elon mentioning the potential of Optimus's arms and their connection to the Neuralink chip. Truly unbelievable. After hearing Elon discuss this, a flurry of thoughts came to our minds, and it seems that hope for individuals with disabilities is becoming clearer than ever. It's hard to believe, but Elon explained this in remarkable detail.
You'd have basically cybernetic superpowers.
Actually, so the latency from the Neuralink to your hand would probably be slightly faster than it is to go to your physical hand.
Here's how it works. In a healthy person, nerve signals from the brain allow us to move our arms, legs, and perform other sensory functions at will. However, in the case of attaching Optimus components, once a patient completes the Neuralink chip implantation and integrates the Optimus parts into their body, the nerve signals from the brain, which are typically sent to biological limbs, are instead redirected to robotic limbs, enabling the user to seamlessly control and operate these robotic limbs as if they were their own. What do you think about attaching Optimus arms to a patient who lost hands?
I think like next year, my prediction is next year we'll have over 1,000, maybe a few thousand Optimus robots working at Tesla.
The ambition of having thousands of humanoid robots working in industrial factories has been around for decades. However, so far, almost no company in the world has achieved this. In the June Tesla shareholder meeting, Tesla's owner confirmed that there are currently 2 Optimus robots performing basic tasks at the factory.
So we have 2 Optimus robots in our Fremont factory that are doing basically this task, which is taking cells off the end of the line and placing them in a shipping container.
From 2 robots to thousands of robots is no small matter. If Elon's goal really comes true next year, this means Tesla will actually start producing humanoid robots by the end of this year. The recent staff reductions might be replaced and offset by thousands of robots in the near future. Many might wonder what tasks Optimus will perform if these robots are deployed in Tesla's factories. We can't predict for sure, but it's clear that they have quite a lot of tasks they could handle in the factory. As Musk stated that they could take the new battery cells being produced and still on the assembly line at Fremont and arrange them into containers for shipping to other factories. Currently, as we understand, Optimus is primarily being developed and researched at Giga Texas, so this factory is likely to deploy a large number of robots to facilitate the monitoring, evaluation, and timely troubleshooting processes. Previously, in some Tesla update videos about Optimus, the process of arranging 4680 batteries into trays only took 4 seconds to perform, while tens of thousands of 4680 batteries are produced daily at the Texas factory. Therefore, deploying a large number of Optimus robots to handle this task makes perfect sense. Of course, the task doesn't stop at arranging batteries. To develop humanoid robots with more utilities and save costs for the manufacturer, Elon could certainly have them perform simple tasks in the vehicle production process, as well as inspect the factory and machinery systems. There are quite a few tasks that Optimus could take on. Returning to the production of Optimus, it currently does not have an automated production line like vehicle manufacturing and is still primarily assembled manually. Tesla is still mobilizing a significant number of positions for Optimus, AI, and FSD fields. However, Tesla has an advantage. As Musk mentioned earlier, the ability to rapidly expand and accelerate production since Tesla is not heavily reliant on suppliers for humanoid robot products.
Basically nothing. There's no supply chain. So even though there are many electric motors made in the world, there's no supply chain for the types of motors and sensors and gearboxes that are needed for a humanoid robot.
Components such as motors, sensors, and batteries for the Optimus robot are all manufactured by Tesla itself because they believe that there's no better manufacturer than Tesla for these parts. Although this can bring optimal technology quality and significantly cut the cost of the Optimus robot, the trade-off is that the speed will be slightly affected even though Tesla is familiar with manufacturing these things for EVs. Despite these challenges, Musk is confidently setting a target to produce more than 10 billion robots because he believes the demand for these robots will far exceed that for electric vehicles. You see, buying a car and leaving it in a parking lot for most of the day cannot compare to a robot working continuously, generating benefits and income of up to thousands or even tens of thousands a year. Due to the high demand, Musk also asserts that each person will want to buy more than one Optimus, and eventually, the ratio of humanoid robots will be 2-to-1, meaning each person will have 2 robots. By the end of this year, we will continue to witness the launch of Gen 3 version, the final version that Musk has announced, featuring a completely different design from the current Gen 2 version. But let's talk about his plans for leasing and selling humanoid robot. If Tesla Bot becomes available for sale, what price do you hope it'll be? And if you have to rent these monthly, how much do you want that to be? According to Elon's confirmation on X, he wrote, bots would be offered both as rentals as well as to buy, but the former first. In fact, the rental option was something we had predicted several times before, as it is an effective approach to reduce the burden on both Tesla and customers at the initial launch of Optimus. Previously, Musk has mentioned that there would be quite a few Optimus units working in Tesla factories this year for testing purposes, with a few starting to be available for sale in 2025. We are not sure if the $20,000 price mentioned by Tesla's CEO multiple times is for 2030, but we got to admit that it'll be difficult to maintain such a low price if it's released next year, as Musk said, less over time, which indicates a change in the initial price. The cost will decrease due to a shorter R&D cycle and cheaper Chinese components when Tesla starts producing these at Giga Shanghai. Of course, there will still be many people willing to buy one, or even more than one, if the price isn't $20,000, but instead exceeds $40,000 or $50,000. The simple reason is that Optimus could generate annual profits of up to tens of thousands of dollars, far surpassing the initial cost for customers. If the profit generated by this humanoid robot is indeed lower, it could still pay for itself within just 2 years. That's in case Optimus is really useful as a homemaker for the family, but otherwise, no one will buy a toy robot for home, even if Tesla does sell them for $5,000. So the utility and the number of tasks it can perform are extremely important. As for the launch program, we think the initial Optimus will mainly be for Tesla employees and celebrities with relationships with Elon Musk, which is not unusual because even in the newly launched Tesla EVs are the same, but Tesla will still deliver very quickly to external customers soon after. We have to say, it is truly impressive what Tesla's achieved in just 2 years with Optimus. From a person dancing in the spandex suit to a bot that's increasingly useful and capable of handling a wide range of tasks, it's amazing to see him serving drinks, cleaning the kitchen, or performing other duties in demo videos at the Tesla factories. However, in today's episode, we want to focus more on Optimus's ability to charge itself automatically. You might not believe it, but Optimus only takes 10 minutes to fully charge. Once charged, it automatically resumes its tasks. Achieving this is no small feat, but Tesla has done it. They've mastered autonomous charging with both Cybercab and now a humanoid robot. This is the future. Discover it now. In its current Gen 2 version, Optimus Robot is known to operate continuously for 8 to 10 hours before needing a recharge. Its runtime depends on the tasks it performs. If it moves more, carries heavy loads, or performs frequent motions, the battery will drain faster. On the other hand, if it stays stationary for tasks without handling significant loads, the battery lasts longer. The ability to recharge in 10 minutes means Optimus can work for many hours a day with minimal downtime. This is a stark contrast to many robots that often run out of energy before completing their tasks, which understandably is something most people dislike. With the Tesla Bot's battery pack, you might assume that a runtime of at least 8 hours requires a big battery. We thought so too, but Tesla took a different approach. They set up Optimus with a 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, a relatively small capacity. While it's larger than the batteries in some other humanoid robots, it's still modest compared to what Tesla could have utilized given its vast battery resources. Elon's even acknowledged that the batteries used in Tesla EVs could also power robots. However, Tesla opted for a smaller battery pack to keep Optimus lightweight, allowing it to move faster and maintain a lower cost. A bigger battery would have made the robot heavier, slower, and more expensive. So instead of using a bigger battery pack to extend operating time, Tesla opted to equip its robot with the company's best battery technology, the 4680 battery. This is Tesla's highest energy density battery, typically reserved for premium vehicles, most notably Cybertruck. Thanks to the 4680 battery's powerful energy output, Optimus can go for longer durations without increasing weight. Optimus Gen 2 right now weighs about 138 pounds. The 4680 battery offers not just higher energy density, but also incredibly fast charging speeds. When paired with a relatively small 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, it's no surprise Optimus can fully recharge in 10 minutes. To compare, a Tesla Model Y with an 81 kilowatt-hour battery pack takes a half hour to charge fully, so a battery 35 times smaller? Naturally, it charges much faster. Additionally, we were amazed by Optimus's wireless charging capability, something we had not anticipated. At first, we assumed it would work like Tesla's EVs, requiring users to plug it in when the battery runs low. However, Tesla surprised us with this innovation, further enhancing the convenience and futuristic appeal of Optimus. But Cybercab and Tesla Bot may just be the beginning of Optimus's wireless charging technology. Watching Optimus charge itself, we dare say this is the most reasonable method. When charging a robot, you want it in low power mode, meaning relaxing all its muscles, kind of like us humans. Therefore, you could leave the robot lying on a flat surface or hang it with a charger, as Tesla's done. But lying flat takes up a bunch of space. Thus, the only reasonable method is to suspend the robot with a charger so that the bot can turn off all the motors and electronic devices to stand and maintain balance. This method requires parking skills with precise vision, which Tesla can leverage from its autonomous parking technology. Other companies, they'd have to build this capability from scratch. It can be seen that Tesla's approach focuses on practicality, efficiency, and scalability rather than the flashy demos that are currently unique in the industry. This approach addresses the most challenging issues in the early stages rather than the later ones. As a result, they may seem slow in the beginning compared to the competition, but in reality, they're prepping for something big. Tesla Bot's vision system works with the same precision as the technology in Tesla's EVs, allowing cars to detect and avoid obstacles on the road, giving Optimus the ability to analyze and recognize everything around it with high accuracy. As it moves through a home, it can easily identify and navigate objects like pets, furniture, or other obstacles. In more complex industrial environments, like a big Tesla factory filled with machinery and production lines, Optimus can leverage this technology to optimize terrain recognition, map the space, and move fluidly through obstacles, ensuring efficiency and safety. As one of its most basic functionalities, Optimus will be widely used for tasks like carrying and delivering goods at various locations. It'll autonomously analyze people, machinery, and cargo to determine the safest path for movement. One of the most impressive features of Optimus is its ability to detect danger, aided by its advanced computer vision. For example, it can recognize sharp objects left near an area where kids play, or even detect an intruder trying to break into a house. While this might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, it's a clear demonstration of the robot's remarkable potential. Optimus can recognize weapons or track suspicious behavior. When a threat's detected, it can immediately send an alert to contact security services for a timely response. You can't install these cams in every corner of your house, right? That's where a mobile camera-equipped robot comes in handy. Programming a robot to use a computer isn't all that difficult, but when you see Optimus operating a computer, it's easy to envision a different role, a perfect office assistant, never complaining or tiring no matter the workload. In the images shared by Tesla, Optimus not only types on a keyboard, uses a mouse, or holds a smartphone, it can use a pen to write on paper, a complex skill that showcases its exceptional dexterity. These actions not only impressively mimic human behavior, but also open up vast potential for practical applications of its advanced robotic hands. With these capabilities, Optimus could easily become an invaluable office assistant, helping you handle daily tasks quickly and accurately. It could answer emails, contact people to send documents, manage info, even tell you about your work schedule. All this carried out with the greatest of precision, dedication, and never needing a break. Truly a dream for anyone working in an office. My gosh, we want one now. Elon previously stated his production goals for Optimus. To get mass production of robots, the process would be similar to car manufacturing. Right now, the global automotive production capacity is around 100 million cars a year, with approximately 2 billion in use. With an average car lifespan of 20 years, the production of 100 million cars annually keeps the vehicle population scalable. For humanoid robots, their application potential is a lot higher, meaning this could exceed 1 billion robots a year. That sounds a bit exaggerated, but that's the situation right now. We cannot predict exactly what the future holds. We believe that if you buy an Optimus for 30 Gs, you'll quickly recoup that investment if you use it for business purposes. Imagine putting Optimus in a clothing store where it could fold and pack thousands of shirts every day for customers. No need to hire staff anymore. Farms wouldn't need to install complex irrigation systems or hire people to tend the crops if these robots were involved. Or even crazier, it could clean the house, care for the kids, or collect eggs and make sandwiches for the family's breakfast every day without the need for a housekeeper. Because of these possibilities, whether it's as a housekeeper, factory worker, office assistant, sales rep, security guard, chef, even a teacher, it's clear that Optimus is on par with us humans, and sometimes we've got to admit that the AI and the software might even be smarter than we are. As Elon claimed, Tesla is home to the best AI tech in the real world, meaning the company's got a robot brain leading the industry.